Hello, and welcome to Japanese craft beer reviews. It's a hot day here where I live, perhaps where you live too, if you're in the northern hemisphere. And today we're going to look at a beer that should be good for a hot day. It's a Saison, and it's a collaboration beer. Kind of an unusual collaboration. I'm not sure how these three brewers got together, but they are in order: Minoh Beer from Minoh, Osaka, Japan; BFM out of Switzerland; and Zakkoku Kobo from, where are they? From Saitama, I believe, around Tokyo, north of Tokyo area. And these three brewers are all very, very different, but they somehow got together and they produced a Saison, and the name is Les Bières des Amis des Chats. And my pronunciation is probably not very good, but what that means is the beer of cat lovers, or literally friends of cats. And you can see all the cats here on the front. And it is a Saison. It's 6% alcohol by volume and 10 international bittering units. And this one cost me 570 yen, where I bought it actually with tax, 627 yen, and that would come out to $4.54 at current rates, US, and euros, 4.1 euros. So it's a kind of medium range price for a beer, so not up there too high. Especially with a brewer like BFM beers tend to be quite pricey. I can tell you a story in a minute about that. On Rate Beer, this one has only one rating, and it's at 3.6 out of 5. And Untapped, when I checked, there were 65 ratings, and the average was a bit higher, 3.89. Okay, so BFM is out of Switzerland, and it's the BFM stands for Brasserie de Franches-Montagnes. And they are quite a well-known kind of pioneer craft brewery out of Switzerland, making a lot of interesting styles, specifically really good saisons. And Zakkoku Kobo is a very small, they're a micro brewer, and they're out in the countryside of Saitama in Japan, and they specialize in using homegrown, local, organic products in their beers, and you don't see them very, very much outside of maybe the Kanto area, the Tokyo area of Japan. Minoh is kind of a legacy brewer in Osaka, and they were founded in 1997, the same year as BFM. Zakkoku Kobo 2004. So 1997, they were founded by a former liquor distributor in Osaka, and he turned it over to his three daughters to run, and they had no experience as brewers, but they learned rather quickly, and now they're quite well respected craft beer brewery in Japan. And so should we give this one a go? I'm looking forward to it. I like saisons, and again, it is kind of an unusual collaboration, three brewers that are very, very different in my estimation: BFM, Zakkoku Kobo, and Minoh. Okay, so the ingredients for this are barley malt, and the unusual one is white miso, fermented bean paste, and hops. I don't have any information about the type of malt, but I would assume that given Zakkoku Kobo's participation, it's probably Japanese-grown organic malt. Hops, no idea. White miso. Okay, I do detect certainly a Belgian yeasty note right away. Let's look at the color here. It is a kind of a mild, medium dark orange amber color with almost no head. Carbonation, I think you can see it popping up there. And so the Belgian yeast note is quite prominent. Some sweet citrus, definitely. Something like orange, perhaps stone fruit, maybe peach, perhaps a touch of apricot. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the aroma is not terribly impressive. but it's okay. Okay, get kind of a grainy, maybe biscuity sort of malt. Seems a bit sweet, like honey-ish almost. Miso? I don't know if it's there or not. It's the second listed ingredient, so it should be kind of prominent. White miso might be less forceful in its flavor than normal brown or red miso, certainly. There's a brewery in Nagoya that makes red miso beer. That's definitely, you can taste the miso in that. It's quite salty. Okay, this is pleasant. It's not a crisp, clean saison though. It's quite sweet. Not cloying, but it's certainly throughout the palate. You know, you're getting a lot of sweetness. Definitely some yeastiness. Quite pleasant. Yeah, but in my estimation, a little too sweet. American brewers often tend to make sweeter saisons than, say, Belgian brewers do. Yeah, for a real top-notch saison, go to the source. A Belgian, something like Saison Dupont, something like that. In any case, this is quite nice. I said I was going to tell you a story. I went to a kind of fancy high-end craft beer bar with some of my colleagues a while back, and they didn't know much about craft beer, so they asked me for my recommendation, and I looked across at the bar and see, oh, he's got BFM. Oh my God, you got to get one of those. And the guy got a small glass, and he got less than this. I mean, just I don't know, maybe 30 milliliters or 40 milliliters for 1,000 yen, $10 at the time, and I had no idea, that it was going to be so expensive. But he tried it, and but then looked at me like 1,000 yen for this. It was my fault, but I should have checked with the price. But in any case, BFM beer can be a little pricey, but it really is wonderful stuff. So once again, this is a collaboration of 3 brewers, as you see here: Minoh Beer, BFM out of Switzerland, and Zakkoku Kobo from Saitama, and it's called La Bière des Amis des Chats, and the beer for cat lovers. And you can give it a go. 6% saison from these 3 brewers. I found this at I believe at a Yamaya store, but you may look around. I don't imagine it's going to be in stores too long. Okay, well, that's it for today. Please stay healthy, stay cool. Bye-bye.